Let's take a look at the impact of the US-Israel war with Iran on India and its neighbors. According to government sources, India has no plans to release oil from its strategic petroleum reserves in coordination with the International Energy Agency or as part of any G7-led effort. Sources say that despite global turbulence, there is no shortage of petrol, diesel or aviation fuel in India, with ample stocks available and ongoing exports of ATF. Prices are expected to remain stable unless crude oil climbs above $130 per barrel. On LPG, the government has extended the cylinder booking period from 21 days to 25 to curb hoarding and black marketing. Refineries have been ordered to ramp up LPG production, prioritizing household supply over commercial use. The government has also invoked Essential Commodities Act.
The government has assured that there will be no hike in the oil prices, the petrol and the diesel prices, till the point the crude breaches the $130 a barrel mark. And the worry, of course, could be on the commercial LNG, for which the government has said that it's taking measures.
But pressure is mounting in cities like Mumbai and Bengaluru. Mumbai is facing a growing shortage of commercial LPG cylinders, raising concerns among hotels and restaurants across the city.
Across the city of Mumbai, in restaurants and hotels heavily depend on LPG, and with supplies being disrupted, the establishments are facing the brunt as we speak. More than 20% of the restaurants are already affected. They have already started to shut down as far as the industry body is concerned. The association is also requesting for an urgent restoration as far as LPG situation is concerned. They really want the supplies to resume as soon as possible.
In Bengaluru, the Hotel Association has announced hotel closures starting tomorrow after a sudden halt in supply of commercial LPG cylinders.
Today there's been severe shortage, there's been no supply, and if there are no supplies coming for the next 2 days, then we believe that about 50% of the restaurants will shut down, because depending on what kind of stocks they have with them.
Chennai too is grappling with a similar crisis, with the city's hotels and restaurants reporting a shortage in commercial cylinders.
We are also at a warehouse where these cylinders are stocked and distributed. They say for the last several days they have not received supply of commercial cylinders, and this entire load of cylinders that we see is that of empty commercial cylinders. So they also admit that the situation is quite dire, and hotels particularly are feeling the heat, and now they say that if they do not receive new supplies, they will have to scale down or shut down their operations and absorb huge losses.
Meanwhile, in neighboring Bangladesh, the BPC has confirmed that the country plans to import at least 90,000 tons of diesel in the first 6 months from India. Under the agreement with India, Bangladesh will receive 180,000 tons of diesel annually through the pipeline, adding that the current shipment of 5,000 tons marked the beginning of this arrangement. In Kashmir, gas dealers claim that tourism sector could be impacted in the coming days, as hotels, restaurants could face disruptions in LPG supply.
We have an increase in the price which was announced on 7th March. So the domestic price for the domestic cylinders was increased by 60 rupees for 14 kg. So subsequently we can calculate for the 5 kg and 10 kg as well. And even in non-domestic, what we say as commercial in layman's language, that has been increased by rupees 114. So there has been increase in the price. Effects are there, but we can still say the disruption is not there.
The gas dealers are saying in the Kashmir Valley that the supply that they've been given to these commercial centers would be impacted, and Kashmir Valley massively depends on the tourism industry, and it could impact the tourism industry as well. With video journalist Feroz Idris Loan for WION World is One.
Meanwhile, in neighbouring Pakistan, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has announced sweeping fuel-saving measures to deal with the fallout of the West Asia crisis. He said government offices will now operate only 4 days a week, excluding banks, while 50% of staff in departments outside essential services will work from home. Prime Minister Sharif announced that all schools will close for 2 weeks after this week, with higher education shifting online immediately to conserve fuel.